Hi, I'm Chris Cardona, and I'd like to welcome you to our walking tour here on board the MSC Seascape, coming up on Talking Cruise. All right, we are going to start our tour here on board MSC Seascape, and we are on deck 5 forward. And this area is the MSC Foundation area. They do have interactive screens where you can learn about all the different amazing things that this charity foundation does for underprivileged children throughout the world. It's very nice. I like the way that they've designed this, these walls, kind of crumpled mirror sort of effect. And then they do also have an area here where you can buy some shirts and toys and so forth, and the proceeds again will go to the MSC Foundation. They're really doing a lot of great stuff with this, so I do encourage you to explore a little bit about that and contribute to it as well. And over on this side we do have the photo shop. These interactive kiosks you can use to pull up your pictures, request prints and so forth of the ones they're taking of you on board the ship. And then over here, the shop does also sell cameras, camera supplies, lenses. They actually have a pretty nice selection of decent cameras and such here. SD cards and so forth as well. Now we're going to continue to move aft on deck number 5, and you can see here that they actually display a lot of the pictures very nicely on the walls of guests. This is Embarkation Miami. And then they have these larger screens where they'll randomly have pictures selected and show them to the guests during the cruise. And this will take us through into the Seascape atrium area on deck 5, midship. So here we are at the entrance of the Seascape atrium, and it does wrap around, so I'm going to take you around both sides. This is debarkation here for our stop in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, so it is a little busy right now. But over here we have the guest services desk, open 24 hours. This friendly crew will be able to assist you with any questions, comments, concerns, and so forth. There is also a really great MSC app that can answer a lot of questions for you. You can access internet through there, make reservations for dining, for shows, and so forth. Just going to wrap around this section here, and we'll take you on the other side of the atrium. There are also these interactive screens throughout the ship. They're touch screen. They'll show you exactly where you are currently on board.
Just behind the Seascape atrium, you'll find the Green Wave Restaurant, open for breakfast daily, lunch on select days, and nightly dinner service. This is one of the main dining rooms on board.
So here we are in the sparkling Seascape lobby, and this is the Seascape bar. It's kind of empty now. Everyone's gotten off the ship. Some people have come back, but they've gone to have lunch in the buffet. And this is a really nice place to come early in the morning, grab a coffee over here, just sit and watch the goings on. Over here we have more touchscreen kiosks to order photos. And if being on board this ship has got you ready to book another one, come over here to the Future Cruise Desk on deck 5, and they'll be able to assist you. They do offer some special perks if you do book your cruise, your next cruise, while you're on this cruise. Okay, we are now up on deck 6, and we are in the forward location, and we're going to head into the main show lounge on board MSC Seascape, and this is the Cora Theater. From this deck, there's quite a bit of a long hallway to get to the actual theater entry, so I'll wind you through the space here. It is nicely decorated though. Things to look at while you come through. Another hallway here. And then we should be at the entrance on the other end of this hallway. And here we are at the lower entrance to the Coral Theater. You can see right now it is set up for people waiting to get on their shore excursion. But one great thing about MSC is that they do offer shows every single evening. There's a different show, usually about 30 to 45 minutes. And they are really nice. They have singers, dancers, acrobatics, and so forth. And another great thing is there are excellent sight lines everywhere in this theater, really no obstructions at all to the stage below. So we're back at the entrance of the Coral Theater, deck 6 forward, and we are going to continue to move aft. And that's going to take us through the Times Square area here on board MSC Seascape. It's lined on both sides with various shops. Here we have a nice boutique with shirts, perfume and cosmetics. Everything's closed now because we are in port. We'll open up again when we start departing Ocho Rios. Usually within 30 minutes of departure, everything opens up again. And I'll take you all the way around here. This last shop over here is the duty-free shop. It has sundries. You can get duty-free bottles of liquor, as well as cigars, chocolates, and other things. And over here we have the Vinci chocolatier. They are working currently on some Christmas Santa chocolates. You can see down in here. They do very nice work here, sculpted chocolates. They also have various flavors of gelato. Yeah, look at those sculptures back there. I saw them making those the other day. And then you can make gift boxes of chocolates to bring home with you, or even a chocolate ship. And this is an area where you can make an assortment of wrapped chocolates. Sure, for the holidays, people would really appreciate something like this. And there's also a full bar, as well as coffee here as well. And here's some of the pricing for espresso. $3.50 for regular, $5 for large. Not too crazy. Just a little bit of note, anything that is branded with Vinci here, so any of the chocolate drinks, the ice cream, the chocolates themselves, and so forth, those are all at an extra cost. They are not covered on any, even the premium beverage packages, dining packages. They're all purchasable at the going rates. And over here we have nice watches. You can definitely spend any onboard credit you might have, and then some at the shops on board. And this seating area here in the center of Times Square is so that you can enjoy some really great artists here on the dueling pianos. And the backdrop for this is a faux setup of the Times Square signs and lights and so forth, and it wraps all the way to the ceiling.
Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be.
So from Times Square, we're going to continue to move aft, past the shops. And this will take us up to deck 6 of the atrium. Along this corridor here, they do have some of the chocolate sculptures, as well as other sculptures like this, sort of like a big splash of chocolate, which is nice. Displays of the watches and other goods that they sell. So here we are back at the Seascape atrium, deck number 6 level. And just across there, right above the bar, there is a stage, and they do have live performances here every night. There's always some sort of a theme. And the one thing you can say about MSC ships is they are absolutely stunning. So over here we have the MSC excursions desk. People may be trying to book last minute tours right now for Ocho Rios or for our other 2 upcoming stops, Grand Cayman as well as Cozumel, Mexico. One thing I really like about this class of ship is that you get so much open view to the ocean, which is really a big part of being on a cruise ship. So there's a lot of these loungy areas where you can just sit and watch the ocean go by, which is, for me, one of the best parts. I'm going to wrap you around again, and we'll come on the other side of the deck 6 atrium. There's also a series of these kiosks throughout the ship. This is to register a credit card for your onboard purchases. Pretty recently though, MSC has allowed you to add your card to your profile before you actually get on board the ship through their website. So definitely have a look at that. It kind of saves a little bit of time. You can put your wallet in your safe and really not have to worry about it until you either get off the ship in port or when you are ready to leave the cruise. So here we have one of the main dining rooms on board MSC Seascape. Most of the dining rooms are open to all guests at all experience levels on board the ship, and they do offer an early and a late seating dining for those guests. And I'll take you through the other side of the deck 6 atrium. Again, we have more seating on this side. This view is a little limited right now in Ocho Rios, up against the industrial park here. Over here we have the Shine Bar, which is very shiny but also very closed at this moment. All these bars, lounges are extremely busy when the ship starts sailing or at sea. Okay, we're going to make our way up to deck number 7. And again, it is split down the middle, so I will have to walk around a couple of times and show you everything that there is to offer on deck 7. So we're here, atrium, deck 7 at the Champagne and Wine Bar. And again, some of those fantastic views. A little bit different decor here for the Champagne Bar. And this counter here will be filled with bottles later in the evening. That is faux ice, by the way, in case you're wondering. Over on this side, we have the watches and sunglasses shop. And then this is the main champagne and wine bar over here. Again, empty, it's not open while we're in port. But really nice decor furnishings that MSC has on board their ships. Here's another view of that nice Swarovski staircase, glass elevators, and the atrium. I'm going to take you around the other side now. This will take us aft on deck number 7. And again, the atrium really splits up the sections, so we do have to sort of double back a little bit. So our first stop here on the right is the Aegean restaurant, and this is exclusive to guests in the Aria experience, which is kind of the spa related accommodations and experience on board, which is what I actually have on this cruise. And it is a nice dining room. I've been here a couple times already on this sailing. And it is smaller because the Aria area is limited to certain guests on board only. And there's this nice sofa here ready to seat guests before dinner. And unfortunately this tunnel up here is not lit right now. It does have multiple colors. Still looks cool nonetheless. But it will change with like different themes and so forth. Great photo op for guests on board. And then don't forget over here is a fantastic photo op, like a hot air balloon with a moving backdrop, which I think is pretty unique. So make sure you get in here to the hot air balloon as it whisks you away to different locales across the earth. And then as we continue aft, we'll get to another restaurant. These are again the open restaurants for all guests on board the ship, included with your cruise fare. And let's see if I can get in here. As far as menus, they are all going to be the same, but what is different is the decor. It's a nice decor here. It looks like city skyline, which is pretty cool. Actually, I haven't been in this dining room yet. I mostly try to experience all the specialty dining, and I'll show you more of those as we take our tour. So from the Skyline restaurant, we're going to go into a relatively new space, just added to the seashore before this. This is Le Cabaret Rouge. And this is really a multi-purpose venue. They do have some great performances here in the evenings. There's a bar over here, which again is closed right now. And this is sort of the upper mezzanine area. You can look down to the stage down there. So technically they have Le Cabaret Rouge as deck 6, but there is no deck 6 entrance. So you do come up from deck 7, and then you can walk down the stairs to the lower level here, down to the stage. And I've caught a couple of really great performances so far. We're about halfway through the cruise right now.
Go backwards, don't cross the line, or the balls are invalidated. Behind, or we have to remove that balls that don't go inside. 3, 2, 1, everybody stop.
Really nice seating all the way around the stage. Another section here, kind of a landing area. And then what's great is during the day, they do have all the blinds opened up, and you do really have a nice view. I guess depending on what time of the year you sail, this would be a nice place to be during sail away as well. Got floor to ceiling windows. Right now we're looking out at Ocho Rios. Okay, so we're gonna double back now through the tunnel and the way we just came in, and I'll take you through the forward section of deck number 7. So we're going to be heading forward now, past the hot air balloon and through the tunnel, and this will take us back to the atrium on deck 7 and the forward section of deck number 7. All right, so we're back at the atrium here on deck number 7 midship, and this is going to take us through the entrance of the MSC Signature Casino. It is a rather large casino here on board the Seascape. Again, continuing those nice red colors, lined with slot machines on either side. And even the lighting on top here is really reminiscent of decks of cards and so forth. So the casino wraps around on both sides. So I'll take you through here. Again, just lined with tons and tons of all video slot machines. And over here we have the casino bar. Another view down to the Times Square with the dueling pianos below. This is actually a nice place to be to watch their performances. And then across the way here we do have the table games. Again, nothing is open right now because we're still in port. But various table games for your gaming pleasure. So we are now forward on deck number 7, and we'll take the stairs up to deck number 8 and show you that. And just before we head up to deck number 8, there's another entrance to the Cora Theater up here. This one's a little more direct, not those long hallways. So if you did want to sit further up in the theater, this would be the place to do it. So over here, deck 8 forward at the MSC gym. Definitely important to try to stay healthy and exercise while you're on board a cruise. I try my best. They have some really nice stylish gyms on board MSC ships. Some fantastic equipment. And they have machines and free weights. Some more machines over here. And then they do also offer classes inside these rooms as well. And now this is the entrance to the MSC Aria Spa. On this side here we have the nice barbershop. And salons. And if you are in the Aria Experience accommodations, you do have access to their thermal suite, which I'll take you through that as well. And this is the reception area where they'll check you in for your spa service.
Here's a walkthrough of the treatment rooms and thermal area at the Aria Spa on board MSC Seascape.
So here on deck 8, you do have access to the really nice outdoor promenade area. However, what is not very apparent, because there's no signage, there's doors that are a little more obscured like this that actually will open up and take you to the outside promenade. Now we're going to head aft on deck number 8. And once again, there's venues on both sides, so I'll take you around each side. And there are these pop-up kiosks that they have where they'll have demonstrations. I think this has some sort of cosmetics, or they have jewelry as well. Let's have a look inside the Loft Cafe. And this is another nice venue. They do have live entertainment in the evenings, where they have special events here as well. And again, you've got those great views outside, and that is the promenade area outside there. And I love the level of detail that they have, like this old typewriter and camera. Really, really nice. Also a good spot to come and grab a drink. They make all different types of specialty coffees here. Pretty much everything is available on your drink packages as well. Over here there is the Swarovski shop with different jewelry and such. And then here on the opposite side we do have the sports bar. Really nice theming in here. Now, one thing that I found out they just added about a month ago is they took out a lot of the seating in here and they added these slot machines, which I will tell you, we're 4 days into the cruise. I've not really seen anybody on any of these. They've taken up a significant amount of the seating for games and so forth, but I don't really know why, other than trying to get some more revenue, I guess, but you know, there's plenty of spaces on board for that already. There is a large screen here that they can project games. I like these high top tables as well. They've got different sports apparatus inside, volleyball, football, and so forth. And then this is the main bar right here. And there'll be a scrolling marquee with different sports news headlines as well. And then this is the other side of the outdoor promenade boulevard area. Some more of those slot machines. And then if you have a group, you can use these nice pods that have their own screen and enjoy a little bit of gaming action. You can get some snacks in here and of course drinks. Now off to the side here, there is this other room, and you can see by the door, this is the billiards room. Or is it? Because guess what? They removed the billiard table and it is now a quasi casino. There used to also be a pinball machine in here, which I was really looking forward to, and they've removed that to put more gaming. Kind of disappointing. I think they really kind of missed the boat. Pardon the pun on that one. There's a beautiful statue of Lady Liberty. And then once again, this is another great spot to come and watch the show below at the dueling pianos. And we're going to continue to head aft here on deck number 8. Okay, so from Liberty Plaza, we're going to continue to head aft on deck number 8. There's another shop here. This is the Effie shop. And up here to the right, there is a satellite location of the MSC Excursions desk. And then over here to the left, this is the art gallery. Kind of minimalist as compared to other ships I've been on, but it's nicely displayed, and they will have somebody here to take questions and such if you're interested in buying a piece. And here in the middle of the atrium, we do have the MSC logo shop, ship models, t-shirts, and other apparel. And then again, this is the uppermost view from the atrium. Another shot of those beautiful Swarovski staircases. And then on the opposite side here, we do have Ola Tacos and Cantina. Dined here last night with my family. It's really, really good. You have different frozen margaritas available, and these are offered on the packages as well. It is actually located within the atrium itself, so the seating is just off to one side here, but service is good, quick, and they have a nice assortment of food. Tacos, of course, burritos, enchiladas. I had a really nice chicken tortilla soup here, as well as nachos and other types of snacks. And you can use your dining package here at Ola Tacos and Cantina, but they do also offer for $17.99 pretty much all you can eat off the menu as well. So that is Ola Tacos and Cantina. This is the first of several specialty dining venues that we'll see here on deck number 8. So we're going to continue to head aft from the atrium here on deck number 8. And that'll take us to the wine cellar. They do have different wine tastings in here, as well as these machines, self-service as well. Lots of different varieties of wine, if that's your thing. And it's a nice space, nice sort of relaxing place to come and sip a glass of wine. And then over here we do have the cocktail bar. This is kind of sandwiched right between all the specialty dining, so great place to have a drink before or after your dinner. Okay, and over here I'll take you into the Butcher's Cut, which is the steakhouse on board the Seascape. Good morning. Came here on the first night of the cruise. Has a really nice deep woods and reds and lots of little homages to cattle. Surprise, surprise. Like this guy over here, this wire form, which I think is awesome. And there's some really nice tables. Here's a large table if you have a large group. I think they might also offer a tasting here as well. And more seating over here with some more memorabilia on the walls. And they do have this open kitchen, which I always like to be able to see what's going on. Food was fantastic, really enjoyed everything here. And we'll actually be coming back again later on the cruise. And it is rather large in space. They do have this whole other section on this side as well. And another nice thing that they offer here is alfresco seating over on the promenade area. So I wouldn't want to eat right now because it's stifling here in Jamaica, but at nighttime when the ship's at sea, this is a fantastic place to come and enjoy your dinner under the stars. So from Butcher's Cut, I'm going to take you over here to the Kato Teppanyaki. So what's nice in here is they do have lots of tables. It's a very large space, much larger than most teppanyakis on cruise ships. So you don't feel like it's too cramped in. And also great for the ventilation while they're cooking here. But they do a great job, and here's some of that footage as well from my experience.
Anna.
This is Anna. Anaconda. Na na ni na 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 na.
And another thing to note is that unless you get a dining package with 4 venues or above, the teppanyaki is not included. And they've got some nice Japanese beer as well available for you. And then from teppanyaki, we're going to continue to head aft on deck number 8. Hello. And that'll take us over here to the Kato Sushi Bar. So it was a fun experience here at the sushi bar, and they do have an offer that you can pay $37 all you can eat for 45 minutes. That's available for lunch as well as for dinner on most days. And we'll continue to head aft on deck number 8. And we're going to come to the last of the specialty dining here on board. And this is the Ocean Key restaurant, named after the Ocean Key private destination in the Bahamas. This is one of the smaller dining venues, specialty restaurants on board. So definitely reservations are needed. Okay, we're continuing to move aft on deck number 8. And there is kind of a hidden lounge over here, and not a lot of people seem to know how to get to it, but it is quite popular in the evenings. This is the Uptown Lounge, and they do host karaoke here and other events throughout the cruise. Empty right now, but a nice space. It is roaring here in the evenings with the music. And of course, they do have a bar as well at the Uptown Lounge. So here's a little more obvious exit to the promenade area, deck 8 aft. And this is one of the smoking areas here on board the Seascape. This is on the starboard side of deck number 8. So aft on deck 8, we do have the infinity pool area, which is adults only, 18 and above. A lot of ships do have a 18 and older section. This is a rather large area though, because the entire aft section of 8 is exclusive to adults only. One thing I like is how they expanded this pool, and it's now more than twice the size of the original ones on Seaside, and pretty much wraps end to end. And then they have these little sit-in loungers here as well. You can dip your toes in the water. You can see up there is the Bridge of Sighs, and then these are those aft condo aria suites. I am in one myself, and I do have a tour available on the channel right now for that. And there's lots of great seating around the bar area. Nice friendly bar staff will make you what you want. And then there's this little sort of bridge separating the two pools. That's not one large pool, but that's nice actually. I kind of like that idea. A little bit of seating around the edge. And then this is yet another location of Vinci. They do have gelato and chocolates and popsicles and such here available for purchase. Not at this moment, but during the cruise they do. And that is the infinity pool area here on deck 8 aft. So I'm going to take you along the Seascape outdoor promenade area here on deck number 8. Now this doesn't wrap completely around, but it is the majority of both the starboard side, which is this side, and the port side on the other side. They do have lots of loungers out here. Like I said, some of the areas are sectioned off as smoking, but you can go as far as the forward part of the ship to where the spa is, and then it's restricted access, so you can't do a complete loop around the entire ship. Another thing I'll point out is there is no jogging track on this ship, but on the early part of the morning, these loungers are not usually out here. This is actually a really good place to catch a run or a brisk walk in the morning, all along the water's edge. It's very, very nice. I just popped over here to the other side of the ship, and one of the nice features here on deck number 8 is the infinity bridge. Especially when you're at sea, you can see the water rushing along the hull below. And it's all lit up as well at nighttime. And we are heading forward right now, moved over to the port side, which is up against the pier here in Ocho Rios today. So you can see again, a wide open deck here. Plenty of room, even with the loungers out, for you to walk or run, especially right now when most of the people are off the ship or early in the morning. And this area coming up here, this is the outside section of the sports bar. You can come out here and enjoy some beverages as well. Another great feature here are these two infinity whirlpools off the edge of the ship here. And it's set up with these benches inside the water that have jets in them. It's a really nice way to kind of enjoy the outside of the ship. So we'll just continue to go a little more forward here on deck number 8. And we're coming up to the fitness area and spa, which is all the way forward of deck 8. Some more lounger seating over here. So as you pass this last windbreak here on the forward section of deck 8, you do come up to this gated entrance. This will be to the spa. You can't pass through here. There is no card access either, so this is for crew only for maintenance purposes. So that is the outdoor area of the spa, which does actually have its own hot tub. It's very nice when you're at sea especially. Okay, so we are up here on deck 16 aft, and here we have the sky bar, which is something that was added to more recent ships in this class. Nice spot, but it's not open all that often. We typically only sail away as well as sea days. I'm going to take you across the Bridge of Sighs right now. This is always a treat. You look down to the infinity pool. We were just there a few moments ago. Just beautiful day here today in Ocho Rios. So this will take us to the other side, and this is a great spot because it's right off of the Marketplace Buffet. You can actually eat out here for breakfast or other times of the day, but it does get a little bit hotter, of course, here in the Caribbean. And it is a really nice view from here down to the pool area on deck number 8. So there are elevators off the back of the ship here. These are the glass scenic elevators, and they go from 16 down to from 18 down to deck number 8. And this ship has this smart elevator system, so you just enter the deck that you'd like to go to, and then once you're in the elevator itself, there's no buttons. It'll just take you directly to whatever deck you select or other passengers have selected. So deck 16 aft, we're going to go through the Marketplace Buffet, and it's right now in between breakfast and lunchtime. At the entrance of all the entrances, pretty much, they have this hand washing station, which is very important to washy-washy. And one thing I want you to keep in mind when you're on the ship is watch out for ducks. This one happens to be probably the smallest one I've ever seen, but they are scattered all over the ship. My kids have already found a couple. Definitely keep an eye out for those guys. And there's also these sanitizer stations as well, and as you look here, this guy's getting a little cleaned as well. So we have some salads in the buffet. They've just opened up now, so everything is fresh and barely touched. Here we have some rice and some fish, vegetables, potatoes, and there's always a carving area. This is roast turkey, like stir fry. And then over here we have, there's always some nachos and fries, burgers, hot dogs, deli meats and cheeses and breads. Nice beautiful displays. Here's the full salad bar. Everything looks nice and fresh. Choice of dressings and toppings. Soup and pasta station. This changes regularly. Some roast chicken, beef stew, vegetables, and then of course the famous MSC pizza. Lots of varieties here. Looks like we got a cheese. This is a white pizza. This has got ham and Hawaiian and pepperoni. Some more pasta salads, and then we have the yummy desserts. Incidentally, if you do like soft serve ice cream, there's very minimal amount available on MSC. They typically only have it open 2 to 3 hours a day, and that is only here in the buffet. So just keep that in mind. Lines do get long. So as we're moving forward here on deck number 16, we're going to be exiting the buffet. Again, another hand washing station, and that'll take us to midship, which is the jungle pool area. And the jungle pool area is heavily themed with lots of lush foliage and some characters like lions and such. One of the big features here is that it does have a retractable roof, so if the weather does get inclement, they can close this up over here. And a nice sized pool in the middle. And over here we have the jungle pool bar. They can make all sorts of frozen drinks, cocktails, wine. And then over here on the side there is some more gelato available at a cost. Again, not on any of the packages offered on board the ship. There's lots of great seating along the side of the jungle pool here. So if you don't want a lot of direct sun, but you still want to be close to the pool, this is a nice spot to duck into. And there's hot tubs flanking each side of the pool as well. These are open to the sun. Here's one of our tiger friends. And then they have this little sort of island spot here up towards the back. And back down with more seating on the other side.
Here on deck 16 forward is the main entrance to the MSC Yacht Club, and all forward sections from deck 16 through deck 20 would be exclusive just for MSC Yacht Club guests.
So we are now on deck 18 forward, and we're over here in this section. You can see it actually goes from deck 16 to 18. There is no deck 17 on MSC ships. 17 considered bad luck in the Italian culture. And you can also see that the Yacht Club does span deck 16, 18, and 19, and 20. And it's a whole complex within itself, the pool, dining, and so forth.
All the way forward on deck 18, you'll find the MSC Yacht Club restaurant, exclusive for guests staying in Yacht Club accommodations.
So we're going to go from forward to aft on deck number 18. And this is going to take us through the upper level of the jungle pool. And on this side they do also have the billiards and shuffleboard tables. These are at a cost. You do need to swipe your card for this. And here's the entrance to Do Re Mi Land. This is the kids play area for the different age groups, 3 to 6, 10 to 11. Over here on the opposite side there is complimentary ping pong. And over here we do also have complimentary foosball. All right, so we're going to continue to head aft on deck number 18. And over on this side we have a couple of other kids clubs. Here we have the Young Club, which is 12 to 14. And then we have the Teen Club, which interestingly enough starts at 15 to 17, not at 13 like it does on most other cruise lines. And then right here we do have the Hall of Games, which is actually the arcade on board the ship. MSC has nice arcades. Here we have a F1 simulator. Unfortunately, these don't have the wheels and they don't look as much like the F1s as they do on other ships, but it still has the screens and it gives you that interactive experience. Over here we have another VR type of related activity. I think this can be different types of experiences. There's also the XD Interactive Cinema in here. It's a pretty large arcade. I do really wish, again, they had pinball. I'm a big pinball guy, but not on this ship. Here's a couple of VR motorcycles. Basketball. Now they do all these games have swipe to play. They're at various costs, but you can buy a package for I believe it's $60 or $70, which gives you quite a bit of gameplay throughout the voyage. They have Prize Hub for games that will distribute points or tickets. Here's a digital bowling game. Wild West Shootout. A couple more over here. And then of course you got to have some head-to-head racing, motorcycles and cars. And there's one air hockey table as well. Okay, we're outside now on deck 18, and this is the lower area of the Pirates Cove Kids Aqua Park. Not just for kids truly, but for us big kids as well. So this one is the open slide, one of the only open slides that they have here. It's nice, it's got some pretty fast twists on it. And one thing I really like is if parents don't want to necessarily get in the water with the kids, there's this walkway all the way around so they can stay relatively dry while the kids are still within view. That's a nice touch. Another great feature is that this whole aqua park complex is pretty much under the protection of the ship's funnel structure. So while some sun does come through, there is quite a bit of shading up there as well, as you can see. For the real little kids, there's this little splash area as well. So here we have the exit of the one and only tube ride on here, and this is good for single or double riders. They have different tubes for each, and there is quite a good drop at the finish. And then this is the giant upper part of that tube racing slide that I mentioned before, and we'll show you what that experience is all like as well. Ready? Over here is the exit for the racing slides. And the real main thing here is this giant tentacle kraken or octopus with the kids' big pool here. Not very deep, with the fountains and splash nozzles. And then of course you have to have like a pirate's galleon. Has a couple of dump buckets up there. Really nice place for the kids, families to hang out. And here right off the galleon, there's a couple of little racing slides as well. But it's a great multi-story complex in here. Like I said, you can spend several hours. So from the lower section of Pirates Cove, we're going to continue aft on deck number 18. So here we are at the marina pool. This is the main pool, full open sun here on MSC Seascape. Lots of loungers all around. And then tucked in over here in the shade, we do have the marina bar, which also has gelato. If you like gelato, there's no shortage here on board MSC. And like the other bars on board, they can make any frozen cocktails, bar, coffee drinks, cocktails, wine, beer. And then over here we have the main pool, which is a pretty good size for a ship of this size. Of course, you do have the other pool options on board the ship. There's a lifeguard here at the ready. And then they do have these loungers over here in the pool, which are first come, first serve and not easily gotten on a sea day. And like I said, lots of seating all the way around this pool. These loungers are nice if you just want to hop right in the pool at any moment. And they do have accessibility as well with these chairs to get you into the pool and enjoy the fun. And then you can see the big screen. They will show movies here in the evenings. They also have other activities that they use the screen for, such as yoga classes in the morning. And if you keep walking past the big screen, you can see that's deck 16 below. There's the sky bar. And this will take you again to those panoramic elevators. There's a little lobby right here. And you'll be able to access the elevators down to deck number 8. All right, we're going to actually head forward now and get up to deck number 19. Just wrap around the marina pool a little bit more. Again, absolutely beautiful day here in Ocho Rios. We're going to take the stairs up to deck number 19. On each side of the pool, by the way, there are these hot tubs, as well as showers. All right, so let's head up. Deck number 19. And tucked over here on deck number 19, just on top of the marina pool, we do have the Horizon Bar. It's not open right now, but it does give you a nice spot to enjoy drinks for sail away with the view down to the pool below. So over here on the starboard side of deck number 19, we are going to be heading forward. And you can see this is the smoking area, one of many on board the ship. I mean, dare I even say one of too many on board the ship. There does seem to be a lot of smoking that I've noticed on this ship, more so than even other ships in the same class. I don't know if they increased the number of smoking area or there just happens to be a lot more smokers on this cruise, but that be the case. Now we're in the upper area of the Pirates Cove Aqua Park. These are the twisting racing slides. These are fully enclosed. So here in the upper section of the Pirates Cove Aqua Park, that's the brown open racing slide. Here we're up close with the tentacles, just grabbing the jungle walk up there. Another view to the nice cool pool down below. And here's my kids enjoying a little bit of time with the spray guns, getting people into the pool below. So we're continuing forward now on deck number 19. And this takes us to another exclusive spot on board the ship, which is the Top 19 Solarium. And this is only for guests staying in the Aria, which I happen to be on this sailing. And I believe they do also let the Yacht Club guests come through here as well. So this particular door, it's key card access, so you need your key that's coded to the Aria experience. And then in here on this side, you do have a couple of nice hot tubs. Give you some nice views down to the water. Plenty of deck chairs if you want that nice full sun. And if just a frame of reference, we are directly on top of the jungle pool area where the roof is open right now. This is actually the area where they store the sections of roof as they are opened. And we'll just continue around here and I'll take you to the other side. And then right up there, that is part of the Yacht Club. Like I said, it is many decks of Yacht Club areas with the restaurants and lounge, pool area, and so forth. Well, the midday heat here in Jamaica is really starting to take its toll. Here's like the reception area where you'd get your towels to enjoy the Top 19. And then we do have the Top 19 bar, which will open as we get closer to sail away. Again, all packages are accessible from this bar. And then something they've really done and expanded upon in this area are these little sort of shaded cabanas. These again are first come, first serve. There is no charge for these, but they are nice and they do cut some of the heat away while you're enjoying the space. Over here on the port side of deck 19, right next to the funnel, you do have a couple of other hot tubs as well, and these are available for all guests to use. This is just aft of the top 19 area. So we're back over here at the Pirates Cove Aqua Park, which is midship on deck number 19. Well, 18, we're on the 19, the second deck of the Aqua Park. And we're gonna go up to deck 20 now and check out the adventure trail and sports court. It looks like they are doing a little maintenance right now, but this is the sports court. They have basketball in here and soccer. I think they're painting currently. So way up here on deck 20, this is the adventure trail entrance. And we're going to walk you through here. And this part will keep you relatively dry as you go through these nets. Try to keep this steady as I can. Here we go. Looks like some of the adventure has gotten a little out of control over here. We'll make our way through. We'll do our best. Yeah, we did it. We made it through the adventure trail. And just aft of the sports court and the adventure trail, we do have a new feature that's been added to the Seascape, and that is the Robotron. It's not in operation right now, but I do have some footage for you to check out.
Forward on deck 20, you'll find the unparalleled pampering of the MSC Yacht Club sun deck. This private area features its own pool and whirlpool, upgraded loungers, shaded cabanas, full-service bar, and an outdoor dining venue.
Thanks for watching this walking tour here on board MSC Seascape. Don't forget to like this video, post your comments and questions, hit that notification bell, and subscribe for more Talking Cruise.